What up, everybody? It's your boy T Fields, aka Thug Geek, here with the BlerdSoup crew for season 2. We got Fonzarelli and we got Kimiko. Everybody get it started for our next great bowl of soup. Let's get it going, ladies.
Okay, so while we were away, the Sony State of Play took place on October 17th, and they discussed a myriad of things, including a lot of releases that were coming and the open beta for King of Fighters, which is taking place with 8 characters and has a casual online game mode. And one of those 8 characters features a new character, beautiful black queen by the name of Dolores. She's got purple and yellow, like, braids. Definitely looks like a protective style, and I absolutely love it. She is gorgeous, and I just really want to play this open beta so I can just play her, because I have never seen a beautiful black woman in a fighting game before. Well, that's not true,
Really, I'm about to
because
say because Alina was beautiful in Third Strike. Then also you
but
had
I but I've
Orchid.
never but I've never played that. Like, the
Oh
only
yeah,
fighting game I've ever played when I think about it is Tekken and Soul Calibur.
yeah. Tekken had Christina Monteiro. Um, yeah, I think
I'm
that's the only
pretty sure
black
she
person
was a
in there.
white. Wait, are you talking about like Eddie's like mentee? I'm pretty sure she was a white lady.
No, Tekken 4, she was black. They started lighting her up after that, but Tekken 4, she was black as hell.
Yeah, in my copy, she was definitely white.
Yeah, Christina Montero. Then you had Alina. She was also Capoeira from Third Strike. You had Orchid, who was from Killer Instinct. Shit. Only ones you really ever see black people in have been like a lot of the Japanese games. Like a lot of hard, like for example, like King of Fighters. It was way later. Street Fighter 4, we got another person, which is the agent. I forgot her name. I'm watching the blank. And then also, shit. Yeah, more of the Japanese games are one that's kind of, hate to say it, borderline racism shit, not having black characters in it. Like, there's still no
Yeah,
Black Samurai Showdown character that's black.
might be on the way.
Nah, because they just came out with a new game 2 years ago.
That
Still
was
in
10
my
years
2 years
ago.
ago. No, 2 years ago. Came out two
Oh,
years ago.
2 years
Yeah,
ago.
came out
I was going to
2019.
say, a lot can change in 10 years, but not so much in 2.
I mean, even when actually, if you think about it, when you actually come to black video game characters itself, that didn't start happening until the late 2000s almost. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucked up. Yeah, 2000. Yeah, late 2000s when actually we start seeing more black characters. Like actually, like one of the main characters in a black game. Like I know Metal Gear. I know Hajime Kojima did a great job for Metal Gear Solid 2. Like they had 2 dope ass black characters in that game. And so like yeah, even being I mean antagonist and all the different shit, protagonist. Yeah, that's been way later for people of color. It's kind of fucked up
Well,
though too if you think about it. I'm pissed out. Damn, I'm actually angry. I've been playing like think about it. It was like Laura Croft. Even when it came to Disney, like Disney Princess, we didn't get Tiara to fucking do the 2000s.
Tiara. You mean
Yeah.
Tiana?
Yeah, oh, see, my bad. I didn't ruin the fucking name. But I'm saying, like, we had Mulan and everybody before we got her. And then even her story was shitty. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, she was her whole goal was to open up a restaurant. Everybody else Mulan's trying to deny being a fucking king dingaling and shit, princess. Like, everybody else is all trying to, like, next level. All Kiana wanted to do was open up and sell food. That's it. A business. A black woman wanted to do a business in a Disney movie. Like, what the fuck is that about? Oh, yeah. Let me get me started. I mean,
I
how
was
do you
going
feel
to
about
say,
that? How do you feel about that? Like, literally.
I was gonna say, I feel like this isn't the time or the place for me to defend why The Princess and the Frog was a very good final 2D animation movie for Disney Animated Studios, but like, you have to consider setting, timeliness, the relatability to the story, like the setting of just the 1920s in New Orleans. Like, there are so many factors. Like,
Yeah.
everything about the original fairy tales from Disney's beginnings and the Disney Renaissance is so basic
Yeah.
compared to Princess and the Frog story, which they could have gone classically European, but they went post World War One Roaring Twenties
Yeah.
instead.
Which
Which, I
which black
mean,
people still weren't allowed in certain places. Very much so.
well, I mean, it's something that they very clearly emphasize in the movie, though, too, especially when the business vendors tell her that because of her background.
Yep.
She's not allowed to, they're going to reject her. So I think there's a bigger overarching like theme here in that.
I mean, her best friend was a white girl that she technically worked for. Her mom did, technically.
Well, I mean,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to go to details here, but Princess the Frog is not a great dictation of. Just saying. I mean, I'm happy little girls got they got to see that process, and I think that's fantastic. But when you dig deep, there's a little questionable stuff going on there. But
I think all Disney movies had that.
Yeah,
like you had the adult stuff, and then you had the the kids stuff. Oh, I'm a princess. Oh,
Right, but then as an adult, you're like, See, I like movies like Shrek, where Shrek is like they know they're putting it in front of you, and they're purposely doing stuff where a kid is like, as a guy, you're like, hold up. As an adult, you're like, I was watching the other day with my nephews, and like it was a scene like where Lord Farquaad is like watching the TV, and he lifts up the blanket. I'm like, dog, I know exactly what he just did. I'm like, but as a kid, you don't notice that. But it's like, oh, this is. And I just like the fact that Shrek like just puts it out there, like they don't care at all. Like even like one part where like, what was it, Puss in Boots get pulled over by the cops, and like, is that Captain? He's like, that's not Captain. Like it's just like little stuff like that.
It's not fun.
It's like I didn't put that there. I'm like, dude, like just little nuances like that. I'm just like, dog. And it's in the like little kids just like, oh, it's catnip. We know it wasn't catnip.
Well, you can pick to be Dolores or any of the King of Fighters during the open beta, which starts November 19th for, I believe it is just PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 getting the open beta because it is the Sony State of Play. And then you can purchase King of Fighters 15 on February 17th, 2022 next year.
Yeah,
so
I have to add my 2 cents because I've been playing King of Fighters since the beginning. And I like all the... they're missing the freaking character, okay? I'm putting it out there. We're missing the character that's been there since the freaking beginning, and he still hasn't showed up yet, and it's irritating the hell out of me. His name is Kim Kapwan, Korea, Taekwondo. His whole crew is MIA. They have showcased everybody freaking else but my homie, and I'm getting irritated because I always play with Andy, and I always play with Terry, I always play with Joe, I play with Iori, I play with everybody, but my main is Kim Kapwan. So, SNK, get y'all ish together. And I'm waiting for the trailer still. I love Dolores. She looks amazing. She looks beautiful. She's going to be a fun time to play with. But on my homie there. Team Korea all day. Just saying. Continue.
Death's Door will be available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on November 23rd. So make sure you pick that up either before, during, or Thanksgiving break, or pick it up for the holidays for that goth in your life who loves to reap souls. Ooh. Another game that's coming in November, but there's no exact date for it, is called First Class Trouble. And first of all, I just want to say that this gives me WALL-E vibes because you're on like a luxury. Yes, it's like on a luxury cruise ship in space, and you have to shut down like the AI system in the luxury cruise ship. Now it gives me those WALL-E vibes because like, the steering wheel is an AI and he's like evil, so like the like fat pilot has to like turn it off. That's what this reminds me of. But you have to like work together. Like one of you is
I'm getting like Among Us vibes from that. But
too.
It feels like Among Us, but it's just AI instead of a imposter.
Well, one person ends up being like a human being, and one person ends up being like an android. And you have to work together to be able to shut down the system because being a human and being an android, you have like two different like skills and like functionalities. So like you have to.
I like this game. Is it a PC only? Is it on Steam? Is it coming out for Steam only? Where's it coming out at? I like the way it sounded.
It is coming out for PlayStation. I do have to double check and see if it is on Steam. I'm not entirely sure.
How do you say the game again?
It's called First Class Trouble.
Okay, First Class Trouble.
I love WALL-E. WALL-E is my dude. And that is one of the saddest freaking, once again, Disney movies, Pixar movies in the world. Have you heard of it? Okay, have you guys like checked out the like fan theories and stuff with WALL-E? Like how all the movies are connected and stuff?
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. It's sad. Like Raleigh is like truly, truly sad.
I just want to.
Go ahead. Go for it.
No, go. I just want to say, I even like wrote in my notes, like, gives me Wally vibes and it creeps me out. Remember when the captain wrestles the ship steering wheel? But also, I just need to just briefly talk about how when I first saw Wally, it was with my family, like opening weekend. And I just remember like being really into like climate change and like watching an Inconvenient Truth and like Al Gore like talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
And like the polar bear diagram always killed me and like made me cry. So like, of course, like 14-year-old me is like lying in bed awake at night, just thinking about how like the planet is going in this direction and we're all going to end up living on our cruise ship in space and get like large and because we're losing bone mass.
My thing was this with the Inconvenient Truth is that...
Yeah, Kim, go. I saw your face.
My thing is this though, with Inconvenient Truth, y'all been following this bear dying the whole time and it tossing no meat.
Well, it was like a 2D like diagram that
I'm saying though, like if you're filming a polar bear dying and it's just looking for some food, toss the man a bone, toss her or him a bone, literally. Just saying.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. First Class Trouble is out. It came out November 1st.
Okay.
Oh,
and it's on Steam as well. They have a little offer going on where it's 34% off. So it'll be the offer ends November.
How many players?
8th. It's 6 players.
Let's jump on it. We can do a community now with that shit.
Yeah.
Two of them are gonna be like the evil people, I guess.
You know that.
And
you know that's me.
4.
I'm already for it. I'm evil.
But then they have to be some they're imposters. So yeah.
So it basically is freaking Among Us.
It feels like that. Except it's in 3D basically.
So a 3D Among Us.
But the good news about it is it is cross-platform and it's online co-op and it's PvP. And only one of my friends went against it, and others want this game. 8 of them already own it, so it's a slow
slow burner.
Because with all my friends, when it's hot, you'll see like all of them like get the game at the same time. So yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for looking that up for us.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm excited for it. Run it.
Yeah.
Something to try out.
Yeah, because I think everybody's tired of playing Among Us.
Yeah, it'll definitely be something new.
I like playing Among Us though when it's 3 imposters.
I've never played it with 3 imposters.
It gets on a killing spree.
What? So speaking of Among Us, what is the date of our community night that we're going to be playing that? Let's look at that date real quick.
Go for it.
Ahead.
I think it's the 24th.
It is November 23rd because it is still a Tuesday, but it is that Thanksgiving week. And so we all know that you'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So we know you'll be staying up late Tuesday night for them Thanksgiving specials. So you definitely have to come and hang with us while we play Among Us. And if we get enough people, maybe we'll do this 3 imposter game Tim likes.
Hell yeah, I'm down for that. Speaking of Thanksgiving though and Black Friday, do you think it's going to be anything worth it with all the logistical stuff going on?
Anything worth it?
Yeah, because like most stores don't got stock of shit. So what's going to be selling?
I mean, I think what's going to happen is they're going to try to push their online sales more than anything, and they're going to extend the Black Friday so that it can be more like.
But then you still have shipping problems. Like FedEx takes forever to ship.
Yeah, true indeed. But how many of us order from Wish with a good deal and wait for like 2-3 months?
I avoid Wish at all costs. I done heard too many horror stories. And with my anger attitude about messing with my stuff, oh no. I mean, I already had a problem over the summer. I ordered 2 shirts because I was doing a trip. I was about to get ready to go to Miami for a trip. And I ordered 2 shirts in July for my trip in August. I didn't get those shirts till September.
Ooh.
Exactly. So imagine you at Black Friday, like, yo, I'm going to order stuff all online, and you didn't get your stuff till January. How would you feel?
So here's a question. Because of that, what you're saying, do you think that the local retail shopping is actually going to come up because of everyone knowing that risk? Say you order online.
Well, that's the thing, because they ain't gonna have shit. So it's like you go to the store to get shit and they ain't got shit, and then you try to get more shit and they ain't got shit either.
What about when
last time you went to a Best Buy? Have you been to a Best Buy recently? They have nothing but open product.
Oh.
Yeah, the one I went to 2 different Best Buy recently, and like it looked like a desert with the cotton ball thing rolling around. Like there's nothing in the store.
Sally Kroger's been looking like that lately. I thought it was just a
Woo!
thing.
The grocery stores have been way worse. Way worse.
I
I would grocery
told.
shopping Monday. No, I was going grocery shopping Tuesday because I'm like that's the day they always restock
Mhm.
stuff. Mrs. It was like a desert. It was. I'm like, y'all got none of this. And I noticed that with restaurants too. Like I got Chinese food the other day, and it tasted horrible. I felt like they're missing everything.
Mm.
It's like, yo, did you guys not have it? No, we ain't got it. I'm like, so why'd you give it to me? Like, it's
Should
bad.
we should we give out recipes from like simple recipes out
Right.
so people can learn how? Because no, like some of our food that okay.
Mhm.
So Erica, you don't know too much about Kimiko and Tim when it comes to food, but we love food. But
Booties.
we can cook some like we throw
Yeah.
down on some food,
Yes, we do.
boy, and we can use minimum products to make like amazing meals.
Yep.
I love
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. And that's what blew my mind because I'm like, what the heck? Like, y'all ain't got this stuff? Y'all ain't got. Oh, it was so like Kroger's was so empty. I'm like, what is going on? And then like the produce they do good. I'm like, ew, I don't want to buy that.
Yeah, the meats have been looking not so well. I'm
Right.
picky on my meat. I am so picky on my meat.
Exactly.
Like the beef, it
Yeah.
just
Like
looks
I was looking to make some
wonky.
fajitas and stuff, and the steak looked horrible. I'm like,
Mm,
I don't want this.
mm,
And then the fish looks super questionable because I don't buy any farm raised anything. But that's just a note about me. I'm not big on farm raised. I like
yeah,
it
I
wild
like.
caught. I don't like it living in piss and shit. But that's just me.
Hmm.
We can do a
What
whole
they
episode
say?
about that. Like I'm real big on food culture. Like I'm very much big on food culture.
Absolutely.
Like I'm all
And
about farm to table. Like I'm big on that. Like I mean, yeah, because that
I
goes
do
in your
support
body.
decolonizing your plate.
Exactly. Like I'm because that's in your body. Like you want to know what you're putting in your body, people.
Yep.
absolutely.
But
And what
yes,
they say, friends don't let real friends don't let other friends eat farmed fish.
exactly.
On God.
That's
You're
what a
right.
guy told me.
Yep.
But you know what's crazy? When I moved to Washington
Mhm.
and I actually tried wild caught salmon, oh my
Whole
God.
different difference. Whole different world.
Oh, there I'm like, I never knew that salmon actually had more coloring in
Yep.
it. And then you could tell when it's actually colored or refreshed because now
Exactly.
they
What
do this thing where I don't know what they
Yep. What they
put
do
on.
is they do orange. They use orange roughy, and they put like literally they shoot it up to make it look like salmon.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Like, and that's another reason why I don't eat tilapia either. But that's another whole podcast right
Oh yeah.
there.
Okay, so since we're talking about food, just
It
to
is soup. We
branch
were
off
talking
a
about
little
bird
bit,
soup.
and it's soup, and it's getting cold.
Right.
Okay, Erica, on your bowl of ramen, we're just going to do ramen this time.
Mhm.
What do you? How do you make your ramen? Like your go-to ramen? What do you put in your ramen?
There's always an egg, 2 eggs definitely because I like eggs, and then there's chicken. And then I like to do green onions and I like to do spinach, even though a lot of people make the argument that
No, we're
spinach is
talking. This is your
taboo.
bowl of ramen,
Mm-mm, that's your
Ponticelli. This is
ramen.
your. We
Yeah,
ain't out about the world right now. What do you
we
do
want.
in your dish? I like it
Right.
already. It sounds good.
Thank you. Okay. And then you use Ghana Supreme Marinade hot sauce. And then you use lemon pepper seasoning on top. And then you mix it all together. And then you stick 2 crispy pieces of bacon on
Okay.
top.
That
Ooh,
sounds like
she be throwing
that's a
it
brunch
down.
ramen. That's a brunch ramen. That sounds amazing. That's like you just made a
Hmm.
brunch ramen.
I love breakfast, so I really do tend to do like brunch ramens from time to time.
Mhm.
I
I
ain't
have
never
a hard
heard
time
of that.
doing the ramen egg though.
What do you
Really?
mean?
How do you have a
Like
hard
you're
time?
talking about the kind of medium yolky, or
Yep.
how do you? Oh yeah,
Oh, it's all about
yeah.
timing. That's all about the timing. That's all. 3 minutes,
Mhm.
4 minutes, boil, boom, boom, boom. So how
Yeah.
about you, Kimiko? I'll go last. What is your ramen?
All right, so my ramen, I'ma definitely put some toasted seaweed up in there,
Mhm.
Mm.
and either if I have duck, I'll put duck in it. But if I don't have duck, obviously some nice chicken slices, and then I gotta have an egg in there, and I usually I'm a spicy kind of girl, so it's gonna be either red hot chili peppers
Mhm.
or Thai chili, of course.
Yep.
Or I will put a little. If I'm feeling funky and tricky, I'll put a little sriracha in that, or do the mixture. I love the mixture of uh, the fried chili
Yep.
oils. Yeah, fried chili in
Hmm.
chili oil, and then add also the garlic. It's almost like sriracha, but
Garlic
it's
chili paste.
garlic. Yep, garlic chili
Remember,
paste.
I'm Asian over here. Come on now. I know where we're going over here. I know where we're
Look,
going.
look, look! My face is getting blushing, turning red. Like, oh my god, this sounds so good. I want it now.
Yeah, ramen is the one thing I
So.
can eat all year long, like no nonstop, no problem. But the T Field special ramen, like I love seafood, so I have the base seafood ramen base. I actually put gochujang sauce in my base too to make it more spicier as well as the garlic chili paste. I like a spice. I want to be when I'm eating my ramen. I'm trying to be sniffing. I'm trying to be like, but yeah. So that's the base, and then obviously with the noodles, and then I have seafood, and also I'm not big on chicken in my ramen, so I usually get a pork slice or pork belly in my ramen as well too, as
Mm.
with the seafood. And when I talk about seafood, I'm talking about clams, shrimp. I'm talking about calamari. That's all on the side. I usually
He
do
loves
2 eggs.
mushrooms.
You already know what's up. I do 2 eggs, shiitake mushrooms, and then also I put seaweed as well in it. And then I also cut up Naruto. I put some Naruto on top of it and sprinkle some
Mm.
sesame seed and sesame oil. Boom. T-Field special ramen. Done.
You know what? That calls for a challenge, guys. All right. So we're going to do a challenge. Everyone who is actually watching this, we want you to go ahead and where do you want them to post it at? You want them to post it on the Discord or
Post
post
it, yeah,
it?
post it Discord or Facebook. Post it on the Discord or
Okay.
Facebook. Yeah.
You can post it on the Discord or Facebook, your version of your ramen. And during our game night, we're going to go ahead and name the prize and the winners. And yeah, let's do it.
I'm down for that. Show us your ramen, people.
Show us your
Show
ramen.
us
Show
your
us your
ramen.
soup. Show us your soup.
BlerdSoup.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. What we got for next
Mm.
coming up now that we're all hungry?
Well, I just want to say that it's going to be a happy birthday to me because Five Nights at Freddy's is coming out with a new game. But here's the thing. You know how when you play it on mobile, I don't know how you play it on console if you can, but when you play it on mobile, you spend a lot of time looking at the security cameras or turning on lights to make sure they're not in like the doorways or the vents. Okay. So now we have, so this game that's coming out on my birthday, sorry, is going to be an RPG and you have to like sneak through the restaurant at night between after closing but before opening, and you have to make it until like 6 a.m. But you can like maneuver through like the vents, and you have to like sneak around and like use the security cameras to find your way, but you can't get caught because you'll die.
Hold on, was that the
Mm.
new game they showcased at the State of Sony event? State of Play?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yeah, I know I saw it. Yeah,
Mm.
it looks pretty interesting. Me personally, I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy's guy. It's too simple for me, and I love all type of games. I know that. It just like I watch my niece and nephew. They love that. They love it. They love
Yep.
it. Like, they play it like crazy, especially like when they were younger. They used to play like I'm like, y'all really scared of this game? I'm like, let's play some Resident Evil. You really want to get scared? Like, you want to really get scared? Let's
Yeah.
play some Silent Hill. Let's go ahead. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Like, yeah.
I am more of a spectator when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, so I'm just going to really enjoy people I know who love Five Nights at Freddy's play this because I'm going to be scared too. It's going to be spectation spookiness.
So when you
Mm.
spectate though, do you just spectate or you spectate and conversate? Like open that, go in there, do that.
No, I try to help, but at the same time I feel like I get like too scared. Like when I've watched an ex of mine play Until Dawn, I was more immersed in like the story and what was going to happen next than I was in like giving directions about what I thought he should do. That was more I gave more suggestions when it was more like dialogue and like choice making based, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of that in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So I think it would probably be more like me conversing with them while they're playing and just like my reaction to it all.
Interesting. Interesting. What about you, Kimiko? Are you big on the scary side of the game world, the
The
I
spooky?
FNAF.
love horror games, but that Five Nights at Freddy, I never like. I had the game, but I never really picked up to really play too much. It wasn't. Um,
Didn't catch you.
I've been like playing like Resident Evils is my thing. I
Yeah.
love the Resident Evil games, and also what other game? There was a game that I haven't finished. I'm so bad at finishing games, but it was what was it called? Oh my god,
Give
it
me a
was.
detail. I might know. I mean, you
Oh,
know
okay,
something.
okay, guys. It was a game. I know what it is. Sorry, it's Evil Within.
Yes, Evil Within.
Oh
Evil Within.
yes.
I want to play the second one, but I haven't finished the first one. What
Yeah, I
was
think they're
that
on Game
other?
Pass though. I think they're both on Game Pass.
Really?
Yeah,
You guys are like so convincing me to get this Game Pass. I tell you.
fucking
Oh
amazing.
my gosh,
It-
give it a go.
Fucking,
The
it's
Game
freaking
Pass,
amazing.
yes.
It's freaking amazing.
Okay.
It literally
I
changed their
might.
lives.
And
I mean, Erica saw what happened. Fawn saw what happened. She was like, "Tim, you're right."
We can't talk about my switch to my emergence into Game Pass until we finish talking about Sony's PlayStation State of Play.
Yes.
So
No, but
Yeah,
but
so-
like we just got finished with Halloween last week. Was it last week? Yeah, last week was Halloween. So,
Mhm.
that's interesting. But like me, it started with Splatterhouse. Like I started playing like horror games back in Sega Genesis or Nintendo with Ghouls and Ghosts and stuff like that. So I've liked that genre, but like Resident Evil is still the one that kind of freaked me out in
what was that
'95.
space game that
Oh,
it
Dead
was a
Space is fantastic.
No, it was one with it was a newer one where it was like they say it was like the items might turn into an alien.
The items might turn into aliens.
Yeah, and it was almost like a jump scare. And you're in space and the whole place went oh my god.
And it's not Dead Space.
no, that's not Dead Space for sure.
I
It's
know because I
not
beat all
Dead
three of them. Dead
Space.
Space is fantastic. Dead Space, I'm so happy for the remaster coming out now.
Ooh,
Like,
coming
yeah, I'm
out.
super excited. And also the remaster of Grand Theft Auto, all the
Yeah,
original three.
San Andreas,
Yep,
right?
San Andreas, Vice City, and
Yes.
3.
So the GTA Trilogy Remastered, what has been confirmed during our hiatus. So Rockstar Games is bringing back all three Grand Theft Autos. So GTA San Andreas, like Kimiko said, GTA Vice City, and then GTA 3, and it goes on sale November 11th.
Yep, and
So
I'm
that is,
I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm not paying $60 for that shit. You got me fucked up. It's
Well,
not
the
worth $60.
I mean, but the remasters will have all new graphics. They'll remove Confederate flags from one character's shirt, but the original games have been removed from the Rockstar Games launcher, which means I think they're trying to convince people to buy the remasters
You mean
instead
force
of the
people?
OGs.
You mean force people to buy it?
Yes.
You don't remove something that's there to be like, oh, come on now. Rockstar makes money. They just ported Grand Theft Auto 5 to the PS5 and placed in the Xbox Series X. This game is over literally 9 years old and they're still porting the freaking game. Like, give us Grand Theft Auto 6 already. So I love the remasters from these PS2 games because these games are fantastic. I love Vice City. Vice City, I played the shit out of it. Great story. But I'm not giving you $60 for it. I'm not. You're not gonna get it. Like I wait. If they would have said $39.99, take my money. Boom, have it. But you're giving us games that are literally almost 20 years old. And yes, you updated a little bit. It looks fantastic, but you're not getting $60 from me, son.
Oh my god.
Not for me, son.
Yeah.
But excited though. Great job, Rockstar. But still, it's time to come out Grand Theft Auto 6. Because then they also had a rumor they're gonna do a remaster of Red Dead Redemption. I'm like, stop. Like now the remaster's getting stupid. Like games aren't even 5 years old yet, and they're doing remasters of it already.
I am looking forward to the remaster of Life is Strange, and I know that's more Square Enix than it is Sony, but
Yeah.
I do love a good remaster when the time is right. You're correct.
I do, but it's like give me like Space Channel 5 remaster. Like give me some Sonic Adventure remaster. Give me some shit give me some old shit that needs to be remastered. You feel me? Like
True.
Like Final Fantasy VII was more than a remaster. That was a remake, and it's a difference between a remake and a remaster. But it's like it's like Castlevania Symphony Night. Give me a remaster of that.
Mm-hmm.
They give you so much more with remakes.
Like even Metroid Prime. Like they well, I mean, once again, I'm going Metroid again, but like, can I get a remake? I mean, a remaster? Like, come on.
You know what I want remastered though?
What's that?
Aladdin.
Oh yes.
Wow.
The PlayStation 1.
No, it was on Genesis.
Yeah,
No,
Genesis.
the
Oh, the
mobile, the
Genesis
mobile.
Aladdin.
Yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
wondered, but did you beat it though? Because I don't know. I've never met anybody that beat that game.
No, that's why I want to remaster.
Exactly. It's certain games that nobody's beaten. Like nobody's beaten that. Nobody's beaten Battletoads. We're still waiting.
Hmm. But they did a remake though on that one.
Yeah, and it's the
Yeah.
remake still. I mean, I
Yes,
don't try to judge developers because I know what it takes to make a game, and I respect their style and what they do. But at the same time, I don't like to come out and straight like say everything sucks. It's just like it's in the words of Simon from fucking what's the name of that show, American Idol. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. It just and like I said, I respect what they do, especially any. Like I try my hardest not to hate on any developers because they live like two people back to back in a room that's freaking 120 degrees and they're making a game. I can't. I don't disrespect them. But like any AAA titles, I'm going to hell in.
Yep.
You guys got $1 million budgets, and it's like tonight, the new release of the Call of Duty Vanguard comes out,
Mm.
and I'm like, people are still playing for Call. There should be no reason for a Call of Duty to be coming every year now. And it makes no sense to me because you still got cats playing Warzone, and Warzone's 2 years old. But anyways,
they're saying Call of Duty Vanguard's gonna even surpass Warzone because there's a lot more to do and a lot more to choose from in Vanguard.
But all they're doing is remaking old shit from the new shit. Like Vanguard is literally just Call of Duty, the older stuff when they actually because all the first original Call of Duties were World War I and World War II.
Okay.
And then they even came released with World at War. And then Vanguard just goes back to World War II. It's like, who y'all fooling? You ain't fooling me.
I really thought Vanguard was going to be like a Cold War alternative history.
Which they did Cold War last time.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. It's like, guys, like, come on, guys. But or is it the fact that kids don't know their history?
That too.
Like, oh, it's a new Call of Duty. This war just came out. It came out 80 years ago. Did you know? But yeah.
So just Prey. That's the name of the freaking game. Prey.
Prey. Okay, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like I missed out part of the trailer though. Prey.
Trailer?
Yeah, no, the movie. On the game. Yeah.
No, the game. The game.
It came out back on the 360, or I think it came back on 360.
Oh, I thought it was new. See, I was never
I think it came out 2017 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember she was never a console player.
That's not true.
Well, she knows a lot of things that I don't know. I don't ever have time to read or watch anything because I'm so immersed in a game. Like you can't like you can barely play like back in the days Left 4 Dead 2. I can barely play that with music. And even
but Fonzie's been playing a shit ton of Back 4 Blood though. Same here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood is fun as hell. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've been running the solo campaign just so that I don't have to worry about the pressure of being with other people. But you know what? I'm doing pretty good. I've been stuck on the same part for 2 nights in a row, but I'm trying my best over here. Just to wrap up the Sony State of Play, all the games coming in 2022 are Deathverse, So Let It Die. We Are OFK, which is a music biopic game about a friend group who came together to form the LA indie pop group We Are OFK. Which, I don't know, they seem kind of cool. I like their music. They're kind of hip.
Didn't they do that one song? What was it? Yeah, they did like one, like, I feel like it was a one-hit wonder. Whatever.
They probably have done like a one-hit wonder song because they sounded familiar to me when they were doing their trailer. Kart Rider Drift is a new racing game that really caught my attention during the State of Play. And then Star Ocean The Divine Force has been highly anticipated. But if you play a Bug Snacks, you should be looking for your free base game update called The Isle of Big Snacks, where you'll face gigantic Bug Snacks in the same way that you defeat your other Bug Snacks. But they're just huge.
There was one game, though, that actually shocked me out of all of them. I can't think of the name of it. It was like Little Helpers, a little something. But it's like an ode to Final Fantasy RPGs.
Little Devil Inside?
Yes. That game looked freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing. Looks delicious. I like that's something where I would literally take a weekend of not doing shit and just play that game because Like the design style is fantastic. It has little micro cuts and everything. It feels like Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation, but updated for PS5. Like it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like everybody, like even everybody on Twitter was like, "Yo, this is just Final Fantasy redone right." Like it's amazing. Yeah,
Mm,
that's the one game
Yeah,
I
the
was actually
game.
out of
that's
everything they showed.
that's
That's the one game I was super excited about.
Yeah, the gameplay trailer really. That was the last thing they showed because it's such an anticipated game. But there's no release date for it though.
Yeah,
Like there's no
and
month.
keep it
There's
that way.
no day.
Keep it
Yeah.
that way, developers. Don't. It's done. It's done. Don't give us a fucking date. Just like, yo, hey, bro, working on it. That's fantastic. I hate the fact that like developers. Like, I don't want. We should not have another cyberpunk incident again ever again.
mm-mm.
Like
I was just thinking about that today
and
with
that
Elden
all
Ring.
because we kept like gamers are bullies. We're bullies. Let's be real. We're definitely bullies. We bully publishers and developers to do shit. They just be like, "Yo, shut up. It'll be there." But no, we want it now. We want it, and then we get it. It sucks. Well, what did you think was
Yeah.
gonna, what did you think was gonna happen?
Didn't we bully a movie studio into changing Sonic's
But that was
face?
trash though, and we can honestly say that Sonic looked like trash. That was that. There's a Miss Fonzarelli. There's a difference between trash and just being a dick. You know, there's a huge difference. Like Sonic looked like it looked like a werewolf. It was a werewolf with tennis shoes. Like we don't. He's a hedgehog, people. A hedgehog, not a werewolf. Like you don't give him a real mouth. Like it was so bad. But once
The
again, it
human
was still a
suits
great
are
movie
pretty
though.
unsettling.
Great movie though.
I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's available on Hulu. So
You know,
I'm
say you
gonna
better
have
get
to
somebody
watch it.
password and saw it. It's amazing. It's great. I've seen it like 6 times because Sega is my dude. I love Sega. But yeah, we gotta stop being bullies to indie developers. Be bullies to the AAA
Oh
guys.
yeah.
AAA guys, you can do whatever you want. I'm all for that. Like bug Activision, bug EA, talk shit to them. They got deep pockets. They can take it. But the little guy that's working on something with 3 people in a room, 2 people in a room, maybe one person, like for example, like Bakuman, like the Super Saiyan games. Like that's a one-stop shop. I'm not gonna talk crap about him. Like he's by himself. He's by himself and making a VR game. Like what's
Absolutely.
right?
Bakumano, yes.
Exactly. Like you gonna hate on this guy? Yo, man, some of the particle physics are kind of messed up. Hey, man, it's all I can do right now. Like, it's just me. Like,
Yeah.
like so, yeah.
Well,
You have my favorite. AAA, go in. Single A, no. Leave them alone. Quit hating. But yes, we are bullies.
So
Go ahead.
so yeah, I wanted to talk about something if you guys are okay with it.
Yeah, of
Of
Since
course.
we're talking
course.
about it, I wanted to talk about Humble Bundle because we always have really awesome
Mhm.
Humble Bundles that are going on. And actually, right now, since y'all are talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, they have the 30th anniversary bundle that's going on. That's pretty dope.
Ooh.
We also have,
Well,
and that
makes me
that
want to cry.
has Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces Digital Bonus. They have the Sonic and All Stars Racing Transform Collection, Sonic Generations Collection, Sonic Lost World. They got the Sonic Adventure 2, a couple DLCs, Sonic Hedgehog 4, the All Star Racing Sega, and of course Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2, and Sonic Adventure DX. Those are like
No
some
Sonic
really good
Fighters,
games.
though? They said all that shit, but no Sonic Fighters? That's bullshit. Sonic Fighters was an
Okay,
underrated game.
so speaking of fighter games, they also have the Humble Bundle. Also, has a fighting Juggernauts
Juggernaut.
bundle. Yeah, Juggernauts bundle,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So my favorite game, I didn't want to tell y'all, but Soul Calibur 6. I love the Soul Calibur
Yeah.
series. So Soul Calibur is on it. Injustice 2 Legendary Edition. The Power Rangers Battle for Grid is on there.
Great
Killer
Ooh,
game.
Instinct.
yeah.
And Mortal Kombat XL, Slap City, One Finger Death Punch 2.
You know, I really need to spend more time on Humble Bundle and check them out.
Yeah, and also the last but not least, this one I think would be interesting for me because I'm a survival kind of girl.
Yeah.
They have Scum. They have a survive or die game bundle, and that one has Scum.
Mhm.
It has Empyrean. They have Die Young, Dead in Vinland, and How to Survive 2. Now, I'm curious on How to Survive 2 came about because, whew, the first one, I can
You
stand
didn't.
that
You
one
didn't
at all.
survive. You didn't survive.
I was like, this is horrible.
I've played Death in Vinland's predecessor, Death in Bermuda, and it was pretty cool.
Okay. Now this one, Scum, I was interested in when it was in early access, so I'm curious what they've done since 2018 on this game.
Man,
Like there's a lot of games early access that came out now that are pretty dope, but so
interesting.
yeah. So yeah,
See,
definitely
and I like
we
Humble Bumbles too. I like them a lot. It's just that I tend to have the game already, so I can never take place with the Humble Bumbles. And
Humble
it's
Bundles.
obsessing so bad. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is great. I got 8 of those.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paradox Interactive. Okay, I like Prison Architect, and they have that too.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hey, did you ever play The Escapist? That was a great game.
Oh, I have it. I
Yeah,
have
Escapist
it.
was dope.
We
I know
got to
you do a
start.
lot more tabletop gaming too. I'm trying to get back
Mm-hmm.
into
I
it.
love tabletop gaming.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
it
even the
has.
community episode we did, that was fantastic. I love playing a Jackbox game. That shit was fun as hell. That was a
Oh,
blast. It was fun.
yes. What was that game we just said? What was it? Okay, so now Prison Architect is actually multiplayer. So that would be really funny because it has this dark humor
Mhm.
and the story. Everyone has a story. And actually, since I was one of the early access players, I actually have a character in the game.
For real? That's dope. That's
Yes.
awesome. That's slick as
I
hell.
have a character with I got to remember what I put it on my Instagram a long time ago, but
I like that. I like
yeah.
it when developers do that shit when they're doing the Kickstarter stuff and they're like, yo, if you get this
Hmm.
bundle, you get this and this. It's like, oh, that's so cool. Like,
Yes.
I'm in a game. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome,
like
Hmm.
when you're a part of the open beta and give feedback and you're like, I helped with this.
Yep.
And we should, yeah, I believe we're going to be partnered with Humble Bundle soon, right? Because we could definitely have people support us with that partnership. It's not
Oh,
that hard to get it, so.
well, there we go. Look for the future of Bumbles,
Yeah,
baby.
yes.
Humble
Look for
your
our
ass to
link.
our Bumbles.
Yeah.
Humble
Let's get
yourself to
it.
our Bumble. But yeah, so what else
Okay.
we have going on? What's the next? What we got next coming up? I feel
So
like we
I'm
covered a
gonna
lot, but we haven't tasted.
we've covered a lot, but we've definitely gone off the train track a little bit from talking about soup and talking about movies
Hey,
and showing us your
it's a
soup.
that's what we do. Show us your soup.
I
Hmm.
do want to give
Hashtag
a
soup.
little bit. Sorry, I do want to give a little bit of logistics and let the PUBG players out there know that on November 3rd for PCs and on November 11th for consoles, PUBG will be getting an update and you'll be able to tread water without drowning. So, shout out to you guys who tried to swim and did not
Damn.
get to. Yes.
Okay.
That's their big update for PUBG is that you can
You do
swim
Well,
not
now.
die when you're in water.
Right.
there's more to it. There's more to it than that. Like there's a new map and it's going to have new weapons that are exclusive to the map, but not drowning was very important. The world's finals for the League of Legends World Championships are finally here. They will be taking place Saturday, November 6th at 8 a.m. And it's Edward Gaming versus Damwon, who is currently sponsored by Kia now. And so it all comes down to this at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And don't forget, when Worlds is done and over with, make sure you click on that Netflix app because the League of Legends animated series Arcane will be premiering right
Yep.
after Worlds.
And I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited for that. Even though I'm not a real
Yeah.
big league player because I'm just not that good in it. But I'm excited to watch the anime. So I'm super excited for that. I'm more excited for the fighting game that they're working on. That's what everybody's waiting for. We're waiting for that shit. That's going to change the whole FGC. Last time we talked, we had Perfect Legend on here. We're talking about that as well. We're like, that's going to change the whole fighting game because Riot's got money and it puts money towards the games to support, especially its own game. So having that fighting game, you're going to see everybody and their mama playing that game professional.
My favorite thing about it is that there's no just like dancing around the fact that it's an LOL fighting game because the project name is literally League of Legends fighting game.
Right, exactly. Like there's no ifs, ands, questions about it. It's like, yo. But this is my concern though, because literally 2 years ago, Netflix announced they were making a Magic the Gathering series. And it's been 2 freaking years. Y'all made a League of Legends series faster than y'all made a freaking Magic the Gathering? Concerns.
My thought process behind that would be that Magic the Gathering is so much more lore heavy. There's so much more intertwining. But the world building and the lore for League of Legends has already been set up.
Really? You gonna really try with that when they just did a whole Witcher series on Netflix? Really? You gonna try to hit me with that lore? Coming out, Fonz. You can do better than that.
But also, maybe... But when you think about it, Netflix is also really trying to do right with video games right now. I mean, we're getting Arcane. It's true, this League of Legends series.
Yeah.
But we also have a Dota series on there.
And
There's
also Castlevania. Come on,
Castlevania. Yes. I know.
Well,
And
Netflix do an
Castlevania
awesome
was
job.
like my favorite.
And that's the thing. Like I will always say this: Netflix does a great job of what they've been doing with game crossover series. Like they like none of the series really suck at all. Like even the Dragon Dogma they did was fantastic. The Dota series they did is fantastic. Like they're doing good by this shit. So it's like, but 2 years and I still got my Magic Gathering now. I got a League of Legends coming out. It's Friday. It's literally Saturday. After the fight, after the tournament. Why you giving me some people ass kick? Come watch the series. We're airing the first 3 episodes. All right. Get out of here.
But also keep in mind that Netflix did announce in July that they are kind of moving more into gaming development, and they're making good on this promise because they just launched 5 mobile games that are currently available on Android and through your Netflix app. So you can only play them if you have Netflix on your Android phone. So I can't play them because I'm an iPhone person.
Oh, they got games out
the
already?
name of the game? What's the name of them?
Yeah, please.
There's 5. Kimiko's gonna.
Yeah, no, because that's interesting because this. I thought this wasn't gonna happen until next year. They already got games.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? Let me see. Show me, girl.
So the 5 games that they've announced are Stranger Things 1984, Stranger Things 3, the game, Shooting Hoops, Card Blast, and Teeter Up. So like I said, the games are only available for Android phones and tablets on the Netflix app, but they're free to play, so you don't need like an in-app purchase. You just need a Netflix subscription. But from the way they make it sound, you can just go into the Netflix app and there's like a little section for it.
No, I'm looking for it right now. I'm in it right now.
I see Stranger Things like puzzle, but let's go to this Netflix app and see what's going on.
I'm looking for it right now.
So I could have missed there being like a release date, but when somebody says launch.
Yeah, launch usually means out. Yeah, I agree. Because I'm in the app right now and I don't see anything for gaming.
Speaking of launch, do we want to talk about our nonprofit yet? A little bit? Just a little?
Yeah, we got a little break. Go ahead, real quick.
All right. So we like to announce that we have a nonprofit called BESNX Community. Yay! So we'll be doing a lot of community-based things there. We're going to have a podcast that's going to really highlight a lot of the people that are actually having a positive effect in our gaming community, as well as, please save the date for this because we are working hard on this bad boy. Get ready. Come on, Fonzie. You gotta get your pen ready. You gotta play with this. Yeah. Get that pen and paper ready.
March
2022. Save the date. Friday, the 25th through the 27th. We're gonna have big expo.
Don't spend all your money the weekend before on St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you save it and come to our expo. I'm telling you. It'll be tech companies, gaming companies, lots of influencers. I'm telling you.
Oh, man. Yes.
She's telling all the info.
It's fantastic. It's going to be fantastic, y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We're doing it. This is for y'all. This is for the BIPOC people out here that are doing amazing stuff. This is an award show for you guys as well, too. It's literally for gaming, tech, media. It's all for this guy. It's all for you guys. We want you guys to come out. We're going to be posting a lot more information here coming soon. We're locking some more stuff in, but we want you guys to come out and support. It'll be here in Atlanta, Georgia. It'll be a fantastic weekend. Come meet us. You can come kick it with us.
We're amazing.
Right, Go say hi to the fans. Get her some ramen. Have a good time.
Yeah, ramen.
But yeah, I don't know if it's out there yet, but there must be a date for it. But I don't see it. But yeah, because I have an internal source at Netflix, and like I saw when you said this, I'm like, hold up, Like, because I know a guy that knows a guy.
Oh,
That
yeah.
knows the guy.
Yeah, see what that word launch really means
Yeah.
in the headlines right now. Because just because they say launch doesn't mean it's a launch. Do you
That's
know what
true.
I mean?
Especially because like the WW84 game, not WW84, the Stranger Things game, those are
Yep.
games already out already. So it's like maybe they're using, because I know it's supposed to be a complex gaming thing they're gonna be doing. So yeah, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're super excited for the Big Ass Expo, y'all. It's gonna be great.
Woo woo.
I'm saying it now
Yeah.
because I'm super excited for it. It's gonna be a nice 3-day
Same.
weekend of like, but once again, like it's just more like a South by Southwest interactive type show. Like this is not like a convention con where you're dressed up as cosplays and stuff. Like this is more the professional end. They're like, yo, meet some developers, meet some studios, meet this. Like we're doing startup challenges and stuff. Like it's gonna be a nice, fun-filled weekend. So make sure you come
Oh
out.
yeah, and then
That's
there's going to be like workshops and stuff in there
exactly
too, panels, and we're probably going to have a online version of it or a piece of it that we are going to display on air as well.
And the one thing is definitely too, for especially with the COVID going on, we will require a COVID test prior to coming to the event. So if you have a vax card, it's cool. But the biggest thing is going to be making sure you have a COVID test prior to it. That's within 3 days. That's the biggest thing that we're looking for. So we'll make sure it's safe for everybody as well too, because we don't want nobody. Oh, Big Expo was done and I got sick. Like we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So.
That's not how we do
So
things.
I'm so happy and so proud of hearing and feeling it going into fruition. So, and like what, let's see, besides that one, um basically, if you guys could just go ahead and support us by following a lot of our stuff, as far as BESN TV, on Instagram and on Facebook. Make sure to, give
And
us a
join our
like on
Discord,
YouTube.
people.
Yeah.
Join our Discord. There's a link below. There's a link below.
Join
Click
the
it.
Discord. And honestly, if you need like feedback or you want to talk to somebody or say, "Hey, yo, I have something that I want to tell you that could improve your program," or anything like that, because we're scaling and we're always open to, suggestions and
Right.
comments. So joining our Discord will be like a big help,
Exactly. There's no
because
stupid question, only dumb answers. So there you go. Or is it
Mhm.
reversed? Or is it no? There's no stupid answers, only dumb questions. What? Did I say it right? No, that's not right. Anyway, there's no stupid questions, people. There's no stupid questions.
I'm kind of like the Drax of the crew. I'm very literal, literal, literate,
Okay,
literal.
that's a great thing. So who? Yeah. So if you're the Drax, who are you, Fonzarelli, of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm Rocky Raccoon.
Oh, you're the
No, you're not smart
raccoon. No
mouth and battering
way.
people. You're not. No.
It's getting beat up.
Right.
It's either that or I'm the tree guy.
I'm
Ooh, the
Groot.
tree guys.
I'm Groot.
There's no way I'm Peter Quill.
Are you guys trying to say I'm Quill? Is this where this going?
I'm not saying anything. You tell
I
me who
didn't
you
say it
are.
either. Yeah.
Who are you?
That's a good question.
So, anyone who wants to answer, who is Tim Fields in the Guardian of the Galaxy?
Think about he's Gamora. He's
I was gonna
Gamora.
say.
He's Gamora. He's the fighter.
We're gonna do cutouts. Everybody's face is gonna be who that character
Right.
is. Like, this is what was brought to us.
Like if the what if, I would definitely be T'Challa Star Lord. Definitely T'Challa Star
Oh
Lord.
yeah.
Not regular Star Lord. No. Unless am I douchey? No, I don't think I'm douchey.
Speaking of Marvel, I'm so glad that you guys brought it up, though. I am so glad you guys brought it up. I will start with letting you guys know that Marvel's Phase 4 for the next 2 years has been pushed back. We are finishing out the year with our desired 2021 movies, which means you'll still be able to see Spider-Man Far From Home on December 17th, and you'll still be able to see the Eternals this weekend and probably for the rest of the year. However, if you're looking to see something else in 2022 or 2023, you might want to double check, because now we've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness coming out on May 6th. 2022, we've got Thor, Love and Thunder on July 8th, 22. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever will come out on Veterans Day, 22. The Marvels will come out February 17th, 2023. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania will come out July 28th. The only movie...
Of 2022 or 23?
23.
Okay.
What I say? 28?
Yeah.
July 28th, 2023 is when Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will stay in its November 5th, 23 time slot. So that's the only one that's staying, but make sure you plan accordingly if you're going to pre-plan and pre-order your tickets. Now, in the Marvel Universe, on top of... Did you want to say something about that, about those delays there? Are you salty?
No. They all... No. It's... I mean, it's just because like we all finished Loki and we're just waiting for that continuation story to keep going, and that's all it is. And that's all it is. Because Spider-Man's Spider-Man's about to break it open. It's about to bust it open. Like Spider-Man is going to be the #1 movie. It's going to take the #1 spot. Like,
it's going to be #1 for Christmas.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about period. Because nobody's going to care about COVID when this movie comes out. Nobody's going to care about anything but this movie because it's been too much lead up with what's happening with Winter Soldier and Loki, and like because this leads up to Doctor Strange. So everything bad that's already happened is going to get worse in Spider-Man. And on top of that, everybody's in this movie. All the Spider-Man's going to be in this movie. Like, it's going to be insane. So, yeah. I'm excited.
On top of these Marvel pushbacks and the release of the Eternals this weekend, we have finally seen our first look at Morbius, starring Jared Leto and Matt Smith. And I gotta tell you, I can't wait.
I gotta tell you, I can't wait.
First of all,
I think you both can't wait for different reasons.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Why can't she wait? Tell us why.
Okay, first of all, seeing Jared Leto as a vampire is a teenage dream of mine. Second of all, seeing Jared Leto as a vampire is a teenage dream of mine. No, I'm just kidding. I just really like I like Morbius as a comic. It started out as a comic in 1953 for people who don't know. The way he gets his vampire powers is through science, not so much like, a different vampire or like a bite. And I just would like to see Jared Leto redeem himself from DC Joker. And I think doing this character who borders between hero and villain is perfect. And not only that, but Morbius is kind of in this position, not only being like a Sony movie, but also like a Marvel movie where it has the chance to incorporate all the Spider movies that we've seen and Venom.
Yeah, I don't like Jared Leto as Joker. He ruined everything. And since he did, please, and he's done phenomenal other movies. And I like when they brought him back for the Joker at the end of the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League. But still, what he did in Suicide Squad was unjustifiable. It was the worst Joker I've ever seen in my life, and it left a bad taste. So hopefully he can try to redeem himself with Morbius. I like the character too because I'm a big vampire person. Like I read all Anne Rice books. Like I'm in the culture of vampires. Like if I get bitten ever, I'd be a vampire in a minute. Like this is me. But anyways, I'm just like, yo, like it's a day one watch to me to see if he redeems himself. But until then, he is on the do not fly list for me.
Well, if you're a teenage fangirl of Jared Leto like I am, Morbius comes out on January 28th, 2022. Mark your calendar with a black heart because it's going to be amazing.
I thought you should have came out on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow.
Couples nights, violence. Let's choose violence, honey.
I could not convince my boyfriend to go on a Valentine's Day date to go and see a vampire movie. There's just no way. So while I have softened the load of sad news with some amazing news about Morbius, I'm going to tell you guys some funny news. Okay, so maybe if you play Roblox, it's not haha funny to you, but it's haha funny to me because literally starting at 7 p.m. on October 28th, Roblox just went completely down, and Roblox was dark for like 60 hours. That shit didn't come back on. That shit didn't come back on until 4 p.m. 3:59 p.m. was when they tweeted that they were slowly, like, incrementally getting people back online. But it was Halloween at 4 p.m. Like, you got 2 hours to put your costume on and go trick-or-treating. But you can't play Roblox beforehand because you got to put your costume on and go trick-or-treating.
Wow.
After it being dark for 60 plus hours.
I feel bad for the parents and the kids that play the game. They're just like, oh, what are you doing downstairs? It's like, what are you doing? Roblox is down. Excuse me, what? What?
I can see that.
Right. He's like, what are you doing here, Timmy? My game doesn't work right now, so I have to look at life now.
And I didn't realize we had basements.
Exactly right.
What is a basement?
Right. He's like, what's this? Father, what is this orange juice?
Go outside. You mean
What
you
is
have to go
outside,
out
Father?
there?
I hear a noise. It sounds like a bird. That's a real bird?
Exactly. Just think about it. Like, a lot of these kids live in this Roblox world, like, and especially with COVID and everything. So a lot of kids are in the Roblox, and then they look at their computer and go to school. So like, they literally don't be leaving the room like that. So like, with that being down, that was probably horrific for some kids. Oh my God.
Very virtual, yeah.
What else do I play? Fortnite? No. Ew. Like like kids probably went nuts. Oh well. Not me. I'm not a Roblox person. It's a no for me.
I just want to know what happened to not only prompt it to shut down so quickly, but then what happened to cause it to be dark for 60 hours? Like, I mean, your servers go down and, it's probably like a 3-hour issue at most, in my opinion.
No, that definitely wasn't a server issue. That was definitely probably an update they did. And when they pushed it through, all hell broke loose.
A lot of players of Roblox blame it on a Chipotle promo.
Really?
Yes.
Burrito took down Roblox.
Yeah, someone's eating.
Right.
That's what some of the players blame it on. There was a Chipotle promo incorporated into the game, and that's when they started to have the trouble. But speaking of Fortnite and switching over to it and
wait, pause.
Right. We know.
I just got a message. It said Roblox, its outage was due to a combination of its core system. Its infrastructure was overwhelmed due to a subtle bug in its back-end service communications.
Called it.
But at the same time, we also, by TechCrunch, it said Roblox outage helped boost games like Among Us and Minecraft.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, because that's what the kids were playing before. Like, kids used to play a shit ton of Minecraft. That's why Minecraft blew up to what it was. It's because of that. Then Roblox came and took it over. But yeah, the kids were like, what do I do? Guess I'll go back to Minecraft.
But it just goes to show the alternatives are Minecraft and Among Us. Like, that's what the kids really like to play. The young people.
Back in my day, we didn't have online gameplay.
We had to go to arcade rooms.
Yes. See, that's what kind of blows my mind about like the current day gamer, because like back then you had to be social.
Yeah.
Like you went to arcade, you got your ass whooped. Like you had to talk to somebody about it. Like literally.
Unless you got a console, which you played at home with yourself over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Even the arcade, like you had to go back to the machine to make sure shit was still high score. You're like, yep, I'm still there. CBC is still up there, y'all. That's me. What's up? You want to challenge it? Who wants some? You want some of this? Like, you got to be there. Now it's like, and that's what stopped a lot of shit talking, because you was face to face half the time, so you couldn't have the safety of being online saying you suck. You say you suck to somebody in an arcade, you might get punched in your face. We don't promote violence here at BSN.TV. We don't do that. But just saying, back in our day,
we play violent games.
Right? Exactly. We don't promote violence, but we play the shit out of it. But I'm just saying, back in my day, you got slapped in person. So nowadays you don't. So, anyways, fun. But Fortnite, go ahead. We're talking about Fortnite. This one's really.
Well, yeah, you did. You mentioned Fortnite when you were teasing about Roblox, but I do want to just kind of say that, like, if you're a Fortnite player in China, you should definitely suck it up while you can, because on November 1st, they stopped allowing accounts to register for Fortnite. And on November 15th, China will actually be shutting down its Fortnite servers for good. They banned the game in 2018, but the main problem with Fortnite in China, even though China has a lot of gamers and is heavily populated, is that Epic Games can't monetize it the same way they can in like the United States or Canada. Like Ariana Grande skins, definitely not possible in China. And if skins are possible, they're heavily censored. So the skin you get in maybe a US account is not the same as a China account. So Epic Games is pretty much losing just like money and profit. And so the servers are shutting down. And it just kind of sucks. And then there's also this thing in like China's Fortnite where like if you're in the game for at least 20 minutes, you can be victorious. So there's like multiple winners in a Fortnite match, and that's very unlike Fortnite of like, you know, the US and other regions.
That's interesting because I know that today also Epic Games announced that they actually partnered with Riot, and Valorant is now on Epic Games Store.
Wow.
As is Jinx from League of Legends.
Yep.
She's got an outfit, a spray, a back bling, a lobby track, and a loading screen.
So everybody who was just doing the straight to PC download now can now go to Epic Games Store and Valorant's there. And that's about to boost even more.
Yep. And League of Legends.
Yep.
League of Legends is on there too. Yeah.
That's a great partnership that they did with that, because we're going to be working with Riot with some of the STEM stuff we're going to be doing for the BSN community. And so that's actually pretty cool. Riot, that's one thing I do like about Riot. Riot's a good company, even though they've had some trouble in the past with certain shit. When it comes to supporting their games, they support it with money. They support it whatever you need, as long as the people are playing it. So that's one thing I do respect about Riot.
They truly put their money where their mouth is nowadays.
Literally. Talking to you, Capcom. Y'all so cheap. What do you mean? We gave $100,000. Riot's like, we do that on a Tuesday. But yes, continuing.
The top 10 best-selling Nintendo Switch games have finally been updated. The life to date set is for September 30th, so the sales go up to September 30th. So number 10 is Ring Fit with 12.21 million copies. Number 9 is Splatoon 2 with 12.68 million copies. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee collectively have 13.83 million copies.
Pika-Pee.
Super Mario Party has 16.48 million copies. Super Mario Odyssey has 21.95 million copies. Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is the latest in the Pokemon games, is 22.64 million copies. Number 4, Zelda Breath of the Wild, 24.13. Number 3, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 25.71. Number 2, Animal Crossing New Horizons, 34.85
Makes sense.
million copies. And then what do you think number 1 is?
1 second, I'm going through what you just said.
Ring Fit, Splatoon, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, Super Mario Party, Super Mario Odyssey, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Right, I thought that was going to be number 1.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 3. And number 2 is Animal Crossing New Horizons.
It's got to be a Mario game.
Mario Kart?
Correct.
Well, I said it. There it is. Well, I said Mario. But yeah, it had to be something, because I'm over here like I was thinking during COVID, because when you said number 2 was Animal Crossing, because everybody bought Animal Crossing during COVID, because it was like the only game that came out and was available.
Yep.
And then
I mean, even T-Pain was playing it for a long time, bro.
Oh my gosh, T-Pain loved Animal Crossing. So yes, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Go Kim, go for getting it right. 38.74 million copies. So Mario games, multiplayer games, and exercise games are still Nintendo's big 3 sellers, because they have always, since the inception of the Wii, they have always been the top 3 sellers.
Hopefully Samus makes that list. We can only hope and pray that Samus makes that list with Metroid Dread. As you said, that was as of September 30th. Metroid Dread came out October 8th. So
Yeah, Metroid Dread. I'm really proud of Metroid for having such stellar reviews. It had a lot of fan feedback, a lot of fan praise. Half of it from Tim, half of it being Tim's frustration with the game.
I'm happy we got a game though, but this is not a. This is I'll wait for Metroid. Hopefully, this has enough sales where we get 4, and I'll be happy. But this was definitely something they pulled out their ass. But I'm not gonna go into. I'm not gonna go into detail with that.
Right. We will leave you today with a little bit of tea in the details of the Activision Blizzard news. So there have been a lot of develops, but the main two that pertain to us gamers and us esports players is that BlizzCon, which is BlizzCon Line this year, has been canceled due to the lawsuits that they're facing, obviously. And they said that the convention is a company effort and has plans to reimagine the type of events they want it to be in the future. So I imagine that Activision Blizzard's going to do some rebranding with BlizzCon. Just for the sake, not for the sake of rebranding.
They should definitely change locations.
Yeah.
Just say that should be the first thing on your mind, not the same hotel or city or location.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because you're going to have douchebags asking for the Cosby Suite, and that's not cool.
Yep. Oh, do you have to? Can I rent that Cosby Suite?
Right. I'm not laughing because that you guys know I'm very serious about what you said.
It was how I said it, not what I said. Yes. Yeah. I can just imagine, or just go.
I mean, just imagine the Instagram post where you're gonna be. I mean, some douche could be like, "Oh, I'm in the Cosby Suite."
Yeah, and it's gonna be like a whole big thing because something like that would go viral in the gaming community.
Yep.
Know it.
I'm in the Cosby Suite, y'all. Check me out. Yeah. No, that's horrible. Somebody's dead, y'all.
I think they would benefit for like a traveling convention. I think they'd benefit from something.
Well, that's what DreamHack does, or try to do. They tried the hardest this year, but it was just like certain things that just can't work out. But I think for next year they're gonna be on going again because I do miss DreamHack. Because did they actually do Texas this year? I don't think they did Texas either. I don't think they did none of their North American shows. But DreamHack
maybe once. Go ahead.
No, DreamHack did ESL buy DreamHack or they merged?
It merged.
Okay. Yep. So that's going to be
because ESL had that huge thing that happened with them being. I thought it was funny because they were got by a Russian company that does a lot of betting and stuff. So they had like a bad thing. That's why they merged with DreamHack to kind of push that out the way. Then like all the companies now are. I mean, come on now, Face Clan is about to go public.
Yeah.
That's a double entendre to me. We're like, oh, you're shaking one hand in another game, but everybody's about to be a billionaire on Face Clan. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, stop. But yeah, that's been fantastic. It's been a fun-filled podcast. We got a lot of data, a lot of stuff coming at you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've missed, stirring the soup with you guys, TBH. So I'm glad that we could be back and doing this every week.
Stirring the soup.
Stirring the soup.
Soup's on.
That's so cute.
No soup for you. Stirring the bowl.
Got the
clam chowder going.
You know what we're going to talk about next episode, though?
What's that?
We're going to talk about what you put in your pho.
Oh, yeah. Pho. I say pho. Faux show. Pho.
I've never had pho. Okay, well, I mean, that's not true. I used to have
some bowls of soup over here, miss.
Okay, well, that's not true. One time I had a TV dinner that was fun, and it wasn't too bad.
What?
Explain how is the TV? How you eat frozen pho? Explain frozen pho.
It really was frozen pho. Like I put it in the microwave, and I put it in the microwave for like 3 minutes, and it was
boiling hot, straight clear broth, straight off the pot.
It was boiling hot, straight. It was not.
That's radiated waves of former gravy. You ate gravy. Gravy with noodles, Miss Fonzarelli. Unacceptable. Getting you some pho. When we're all in Atlanta, we're gonna get some pho.
Well, I guess we won't talk about the time I used Alfredo sauce with udon noodles.
What?
Alfredo sauce. Hungry.
So this has been a great podcast, season 2. We're returning. It's been fantastic. Alfredo noodles and
Alfredo.
you use the sauce or you use the noodles?
I used udon noodles and ramen noodles or Alfredo sauce. And so I just thought udon. I don't know. I thought udon noodles and Alfredo sauce would be good, and it was all I had left in the pantry. And I
How did it
wanted to try.
taste?
Was it good though?
I think I didn't. I think I cooked the udon noodles wrong because I'm not really familiar with not pasta noodles.
Yeah, because that's the thing about noodles. Like, let me give you some backstory on some noodles.
Oh
So,
my
like,
God.
each noodle retains certain flavors better. Like, certain noodles, like ramen and udon, which is like thicker, they need that broth to soak up. Like, you put sauce on it, it's not gonna soak up any sauce. It's gonna
just kind of like sit on
exactly.
top.
It's like
Yeah.
at a party, like, and somebody's like next to you too close. It's like, hey, what are you doing? That's what happened with it. It's like, hey, what's going on there? Yeah, udon's gotta be in that ramen have to be in glaze, like boiling, just waiting, like. But yeah, do some soup.
So don't forget about our challenge.
Right, exactly.
And join our Discord.
Show us the soup.
Show us your ramen. This is
Right.
our ramen one.
Yeah, show us your ramen.
And think about what you're gonna put for your pho.
Well, with that, guys, this has been a great podcast. The return of the BlerdSoup season 2. It's gonna be an exciting season going through the holidays and stuff. It's gonna be a fantastic next couple weeks, so it's gonna be awesome. So make sure you sign up for the tournaments we got going on. Check out BSNX Community. You go to bsnxc.org and check us out. See what we got going on for STEM and anything that we can do to support the community, getting more BPI POC in the community. I'm your host T Fields with Fonzarelli and Kimiko. We'll see you on the flip side. Take it easy. Oh.